Hi Mal Pals and New Pals. Today's video is about hair loss. I had COVID all of May. It was terrifying, it was painful, except it didn't end there. I've literally been keeping this in a bag. I have lost all of this hair, and this is all of it that I've just collected. There's much more in my hairbrushes, in my shower, and my hair started shedding about a month ago. I have lost my hair from chemotherapy. I have lost my hair from, and that was actually a few times. That wasn't just once. And then I lost my hair from a hairstylist, burning my scalp, and then nearly half of my hair fell out. So I had short hair for 3 years. Finally, my hair was growing. Finally, my hair was growing back. That's why I was keeping it one length. So my regrowth was the same length as my current hair. We were there, girl. We were there, and I was feeling good, and my hair was back. And then this happened. So I just want to make this short and sweet, but talk about it because I am going to be trying different things to grow my hair back and sharing that journey with you guys. So this is just kind of like a first episode of my, once again, hair loss journey. A lot of people lose their hair about 1 to 2 months after having COVID, and it really starts coming out. And I've had friends that had to end up wearing a wig, and just, it really hits you hard. I feel like if I hadn't gone through this before, it would have been probably a little more devastating, but it happening so much to me, I was just kind of like, I cried a lot. And then I was like, okay, I've done this before. I've used hair products that help me regrow my hair. I think I'll be fine. So this type of hair loss, they're claiming that it's due to stress, like the stress of having COVID. And that type of hair loss is called Telogen Effluvium. I don't know, in my lifetime, I've been through a lot of stressful things, such as lots of deaths and lots of illness, and I've never experienced hair loss from those type of situations. So this is the first that I feel I have gone through Telogen Effluvium. So the symptoms are alopecia, anxiety. Now listen here. I have not noticed any more anxiety. I have anxiety diagnosed. I've general anxiety. Since I was a kid, been on medication for it, all that stuff. I didn't notice an increase. It also can cause skin rashes. I also didn't experience that. Just the fun hair loss. Another thing that I noticed was my eyelashes kind of falling out a little more than they have before. You know, we naturally shed lashes. We naturally shed hair. There are phases of it. At first I was like, maybe it's just a little eyelash loss, whatever, and then more eyelashes came out. And I even asked you guys on Instagram if you experienced this, because I had not heard anyone else talk about losing their eyelashes from this. Actually, a lot of you experienced it. I started wearing my falsies again. I'm just using a regrowth serum. We all go through normal shedding phases where you lose about 10% of your hair. That's normal. This hair loss can make you lose up to 50%. I'm still losing sections of my hair. Especially, I noticed all of this used to be full. I'm losing it around my face. See this? I'm losing it around my face and in the back here. I'm not really losing it anywhere else. I'm glad that I'm not losing it at the top of my head. It is just the sides and the back, so I'm grateful for that. I've already decided I'm not gonna cut all my hair off because I feel honestly, making that decision over and over with the hair loss that I experienced from a hairstylist, it was more devastating to me than it necessarily needed to be. My hair was extremely visually thinner, but I wish I would have just kept my length, and that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna go down that path because I feel if I were to cut all my hair off now, I would be way more devastated than I already am from just the hair loss. So another not so fun fact is this hair loss period can last anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And I'm really just at the first month mark. And every time my hair falls out, I'm like, well, that's gotta be 50%. Well, that's gotta be 50%. I don't know how much more I can lose, but when I do my hair or I try to put my hair up is when I'm like, oh shit. So I would say this experience with hair loss is different in the fact that I'm not cutting my hair, so I'm not devastating myself further, more confident in moving forward with treatments such as minoxidil. Honestly, I've seen so many articles about just basic minoxidil. That's the key here, and I have worked with Rogaine before on hair loss campaigns and things, and I'm honestly just gonna go back and use Rogaine again. So many articles were like minoxidil, Rogaine in 1988, which is the year I was born, it was meant to be, developed this formula. It was approved for women, I believe, in the early 90s. It works, and I'm just gonna go back to that and then also try some other things. But if you're looking for an affordable solution, minoxidil. I will definitely be doing videos and befores and afters to see what works, what doesn't, what's worth your money, what's worth your time. So if you are experiencing this hair loss, I know it's devastating. I'm still going through it. It makes me heartsick. And this is just so upsetting. I want to tell you though, just don't lose hope. There are treatments for this. Stick with me along this new hair loss series because I've been through this several times before. It's not as bad when you realize that there are treatments that work. And I know I've repeated myself 1,000 times. Just don't get too upset, because the more upset you get, the more hair you can lose, which is like not fair at all. It's kind of like when your parents are like, you've got to quit crying because if you don't quit crying, I'm going to spank you again. It's like, that doesn't help. Don't lose hope. We'll do this together. We'll get this back. I hope this video made you feel better. I didn't want to get on here and make it a sob story. I really want to just give you hope and tell you a series is coming and we're going to get through this together, because I know a lot of you who watch me and we talk in DMs. Like, I know a lot of you are going through this same thing and you are just like so devastated, and I just want this to be a positive outcome of this hair loss devastation. Don't cut your hair off just yet. Don't threaten to spank yourself if you're already crying. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Let everybody know in the comments how much hair you've lost. Have you lost any hair? Are you losing your eyelashes? Oh, and some of you said you were losing your eyebrows. I haven't experienced that yet. I don't have many eyebrows to lose, so I'll keep you guys updated in this series. Thank you so much for watching. We'll get through this. Goodbye.
All right.